What's up everyone and welcome back to the Werewoof Reactions. My name is Wolfie and today we're going to be taking a brief look at a news story that a lot of people have been talking to me about. People have been sending me messages on Twitter, you know, at the Werewoof, you can, right there. Y'all have been sending me messages on Twitter basically talking to me and telling me about this information that came out a few days ago. So I thought I'd finally address it for y'all. This is the news that Sonic the Hedgehog games are in development for longer for quality reasons. So, the hardest part about addressing this, obviously, is the obvious elephant in the room. That guy over yonder. Let me read the news story before I get into it, actually. Let's be fair. Okay, so this is a news story on Siliconera, so let's see. During a live stream on the official Sonic the Hedgehog YouTube channel, brand manager Aaron Weber, hey, love that guy, discussed the longer development cycle of the upcoming Sonic game and answered fan questions. Essentially, the goal is to improve the overall quality of the games. In response to many fans asking in the chat about when a new trailer or news about the next game will be announced, Weber replied, and here's actually where I'm going to flip over to the actual stream. This is the official Sonic stream, Season 4, Episode 1, where the question was asked. So I'm going to listen to this, and we're going to do a live react to it, and we'll talk about it right after that. So let's see.
Okay. A lot of people ask me, when are we going to see a new game trailer or a new anything?
Right.
And this, I'm sure, is a million-dollar question because as time goes on, the longer time goes on, the more antsy we get.
Yes.
And I say this having been a really strong core Sonic fan for a long time.
Right.
The more antsy we get, and that's where we are right now.
We want news, man. We want anything.
This is a case where, and we've seen this change happen. Back in the day, it used to be like every year there was a new Sonic game.
Yes. Remember those times.
There were a number of times when kind of because of that rush in the production schedule, the quality of the games wouldn't quite be where they really kind of needed to be.
He has to talk about this nicely too, because remember, he can't say anything explicitly about which games are which, because that might get him in trouble.
It's going to mean that you have to wait longer between trailers or announcements or stuff like that. And
yes.
That's kind of annoying sometimes. You just really want news. But that's where we are now, and we think that the patience hopefully will be worth it in the end. We're really excited for what's to come, but we can't really say anything. Right
yes.
So thank you for being patient. And as soon as we have news or anything to share with you, we absolutely will share it with you. So that's the best I can say.
Yeah. By the by, don't think I didn't see this in the comments, by the way. Right here. Gaming Sensei? I see you in the comments. Someone show this to Werewoof. He'll definitely get a kick from this. What is he talking about?
International commercial for Sonic that was like a McDonald's commercial back in the day. Yeah.
Shadow basketball.
It's one of my favorite. I think Rouge is like a mouse for some reason. Like,
He's literally saying what I said.
why? Like, he just apparently didn't have renders names. I actually really want
Are
to know
you-
the history about that commercial and why it was made, like it was made. But I got those vibes in movies. And that's
You were right, Gaming Sensei. I was pleased. What else did I miss in this thing?
Were really fun to work on.
Like their shirt says Starlight for Tails. That's okay. Green Hill, Angel Island. What's that say? Studiopolis? Okay.
A little fun accessory.
It's Shadow Soccer. Knuckles basketball. Sonic Soccer? What? Oh, wait. Shadow volleyball. Sonic or football. If you're from Europe. Hey, European fans. I see you guys out there. How y'all doing? And Tails volleyball? Wait, then what's this?
A little bit.
That's totally a soccer ball. So Shadow Soccer, whatever, you guys get it. Tails volleyball. Cream and Puff Bomb catch. Whatever that is. Okay. Sorry, I just had to address that. So, like, he's very professional and, that's the great thing about it is, like, he answered it. He can't be too direct. He can't state anything obvious. Like, he probably knows things that we aren't meant to know yet. But as you know, he is basically the face, one of the faces of Sega America. He has to kind of has the unfortunate job of trying to quell this growing aura of like people constantly clawing at him, asking him for information. It's like, I can't say anything, you know. So basically, yeah, as the quote here says, case that there were many games and stuff like that. There were almost a new Sonic game a year, and yeah, the development of most of those games were rushed, and the quality of the games took a big dip. Depending on, you know, who you ask, the game quality, you know, is subjective per person. Some people love Heroes, some people hate Heroes, some people love Shadow, some people hate Shadow the game. Some people, you know, it varies. Sonic 06 has a huge amount of people who adore that game, despite its flaws. You know, so general, they're talking about general perception of the game. When they're talking about, you know, low quality, I know there's some people who are going to come out and be staunch defenders of whatever, insert game name here, but like they're just speaking overall quality of the games were not where they wanted them to be. So them taking longer to announce things, to show things, could be a blessing and a curse. Now, the reason I say a blessing and a curse, here's my take on it. I think this is good news. I honestly do, because for those of you who aren't in the know, Sonic Team did merge with the Valkyria Chronicles team. I believe Sega had a restructuring. This was also during the course of, I believe, the development of Sonic Forces. It might have taken place immediately after or during, but Sega restructured some of their studios. Sonic Team got folded in, I believe, with the Valkyria Chronicles team. So what this means is they have new blood on board who may have new ideas for the Sonic brand overall. Of course, this comes with a little bit of skepticism, obviously, from me, because the last Sonic game we had was Sonic Forces, which it had a 4-year development, but as everybody knows now, the infamous, well, rather, the news about it was that 3 years of that, roughly 3 years of the Sonic Forces development time was spent making the second Hedgehog engine, which powers the game, and the game itself only had about a year, roughly a year and a half development time, and it kind of shows. Despite that, I still think, like I said, I don't think Sonic Forces is a bad game. It's not, you know, it's not a broken mess like 06 was. It's playable. It's too short and too easy, but honestly, a too short game is way better than a game that's too long that's bad. The problem is it's very mediocre. The story itself had great potential, but overall just the writing was not there for what the story they were trying to tell. And I think that's a shame, because I think Sonic Forces had a really good story to tell. I just don't think that was the game to do it. Like, they budget and we've been over this a billion times. I have Sonic Forces videos. The Sonic YouTubers have Sonic Forces videos. We've been over this a billion times. But that to say, the only reason I'm slightly skeptical on this story is because you've heard this before. If you've been in the Sonic fandom long enough, you've heard these words kind of before. And if you're not familiar, I'll bring it up, because back in the day, let's take you back to 06, some of you might have not even been born then, some of you guys might have been kids then. I was in high school, I think, around the time 06 came out. So, right around the time 06 came out, that infamous title dropped. Sega, I believe a year or so after, did this. They started removing low-scoring Sonic titles from retail. Y'all might not remember, this was in 2010. Sonic games, I'm going to read the article verbatim here. Sonic games with a below-average Metacritic score will no longer be on sale. This is from Nintendo World Report. I remember this happening. Sega have announced that they have delisted Sonic titles with an average or below-average Metacritic score from now. Such titles will no longer be available to buy at retail. And the quote is, any Sonic game with any average Metacritic has been delisted, Sega's SVP of EMEA, Jurgen Post, told MCV Nintendo in an interview. We have to do this and increase the value of the brand. This will be very important when more big Sonic releases arrive in the future. So, the games at the time were Sonic Rush Adventure, Sonic Black Knight, and Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, and of course 06. So a lot of those games became delisted and harder to find. Sonic Rush Adventure, I believe, it's probably not that rare, but I believe it's harder to find for collectors. It might be. I have not actually looked, because I own Rush Adventure, and Chronicles even. I own almost all those games except for Zero Gravity and Black Knight. different reasons. And go into those later. But you remember all that. It's like, yeah, we have to improve the quality, you know, of the brand. And then games came out after 2010. There were good ones, but then there were, again, more games that have less than average Metacritic scores. And so that happened, but then again, fast forward a couple of years later, we have another story, which is, we betrayed the fans and want to be a brand again, says Sega CEO. This was not, you know, these are different people, but it's funny to hear, like, it's almost like a looping process where every time they say, we betrayed the brand or we betrayed the fans, we want to make the quality better, it seems like the first year after they say that, or whenever they make the next game, it's like, oh yeah, this is great. I think Unleashed came right after this one here. I believe this. Maybe I'm wrong. Hang on, let me look it up just in case to make sure. Sonic Unleashed release date. Make sure I'm getting this right. No, okay, so wait, this was so Unleashed was still okay. Well, either way, but like 2010, they did it again. 2015. This is on July 15th. Sega had released a new statement and confirmed that the original code should be attributed to Haruki Satomi, CEO of Sega Games, not Sega Sammy Holdings. CEO I'm not even going to try to pronounce that name. I'm sorry, I'm going to slaughter it. Satomi. Quote, seeing our fans across the world respond to our recent interview with Famitsu lets us know we've made the right first step in acknowledging who we are and where we want to be, Haruki Satomi said. End quote. Sega is dedicated to bringing you quality gaming experiences and becoming a brand you love and trust again. This was in 2015 when this article was published, so I think this is around that same time. And yeah, again, these are the things we heard before, and around this time I believe Sonic Forces was in development because in 2017, boom, Sonic Forces came out. And again, I think at the time when they were developing the game, or the engine rather, I don't think they knew they were going to have a year of development to make the game, because 3 years again was spent on the engine of the game and not the actual game itself. So I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say it seems like they really do want to improve. Again, Forces is not a really bad game. It's mediocre, like average at best. It's kind of bland. That's the thing, really. I think that's its biggest sin. It's like, oh, at least 06 is memorable in its badness, or Boom was bad in its everything. But like, Forces is not the worst thing ever. I can definitely see if they had like more time with that game, it could have been better. I honestly see a good like foundation in that game there. It wasn't bad. It just needed better level design. It needs to be like the budget needed to be there for the story. The writing needs to be better. Other than that, that could have been a really good game. I especially like the fan character thing. I think that was a great addition. I know people make fun of Sonic OCs. I still think it was a great idea. I honestly do think it was. It might not have been well implemented in the game, but I think that they were on the right track for that. Though from rumors, you know, people are saying that that was supposed to be its own game. That this is supposed to be a Sonic-based game, but it wasn't supposed to have Sonic in it at all. It's supposed to be about the fan character. But they looked at it and said, just put Sonic in it and make it a Sonic game. And that's what this became. That wouldn't surprise me because Silver was supposed to have his own game, I believe. It wasn't even supposed to be Silver. It was supposed to be a new character with psychic abilities using the engine to like lift things and throw things and uplift himself with it, but that wound up becoming a thing in Sonic 06 as a Sonic character. Became Silver. Again, there's a lot of stuff written on this that you can look up. But yeah, guys, I'm going to be 100% honest with you. It almost seems like a constant loop of we made bad game, we want to make it better. They're acknowledging that the games need to be better, and that's the first step. The second step is the most important, though, and that's making the next game better. I don't care if the next game is a 2D game, a la Christian Whitehead's crew that did Sonic Mania. Evening Star, I believe, is their name now. I hope they're still around. They haven't really announced anything. Maybe they have. I'm going to have to check on that. I don't care if it's a 3D boost game like Forces and Unleashed or Colors. I don't care if it's an adventure game. I don't care if it's whatever. I just want it to be good. Honestly, that's the only thing I really want. And if they're really committed to making the next Sonic game as good as possible, and even if that means taking longer to announce stuff, by all means, take your time. Please take your time, Sonic Team, Sega. Like, that's the one thing, like, I've always pointed to the other side of the pond with Nintendo. My hand going off the green screen there. With Nintendo is they always take their time. Like Metroid, the new Metroid Prime game got delayed. They said it was not up to the quality we wanted it to be, so we're just gonna start from scratch. People were understanding of that. People don't mind waiting as long as the game is good. You guys can wait till 2024 to release a Sonic game, but if it's good and it's worth that wait, I have no problem. I have no problem. But please, if the next Sonic game comes out and it turns out it has another rush development, I'm just not gonna be able to take your word for it anymore. Like, it's so hard because I've been a Sonic fan since the old days in the Genesis. Listen, I don't have my Genesis available. I was gonna reach and grab it and pull it up here, but like, I've been a fan since the Genesis days. I've seen Sonic's ups, I've seen his downs. I've seen it all since the beginning. I've been here. I just want Sonic games to be good. That's all I really want. And if a longer development time is what it takes, is which everybody's been screaming at them for the longest time since 06. I think every Sonic game has had a rush cycle. I don't think there's ever been a game that has not had a rush cycle. But some come out better than others. 06 did not. Boom, Rise of Lyric, that wasn't Sonic Team, but that also wasn't Big Red Button's fault, because a lot of stupid stuff happened behind. A lot of stuff always screws up Sonic games, and one of the main things is always rush development time. So if they don't rush them anymore, give them a good budget, and the next Sonic game comes out fine, and I have to wait a year or two before I hear any news on Sonic games, so be it. So be it. So fine. It's fine. We had the Sonic movie this year. We have a lot of goodwill right now off that Sonic movie. A lot of new fans coming into the fandom off that Sonic movie, right? A lot of people who experienced Sonic for the first time via the movie or via the mobile games that I hear are decent. I don't play mobile games, so I don't know. So right now, there's goodwill there. So it's your move, Sega. Make sure the next one is good. I don't care what kind of game it is, as long as it's good. I think I echo the sentiment of a lot of Sonic fans. I know a lot of Sonic fans currently want an Adventure remake. I honestly don't care what it is, as long as it's good. But let me know what you guys think. I feel this was a way longer rant than it needed to be. Like, I feel like I went off the handle on some parts. But like I said, please hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already to Werewoof Reactions for more videos like this one. And let me know what you guys think. Are you guys skeptical? Are you cautiously optimistic like me? I want to be optimistic. I want to believe them. But like I said, I've been in this for the long haul. I've heard it all before. I want to believe them. But the next Sonic game has to be a hit. Like... And I'll never forget the Sonic Forces trailer that they showed us. Let me look it up. Because this to me was like one of the ultimate in like... It was a great ad. I just wish the game had lived up to expectations. I think this is the one. Yeah, this is the one. This one right here. From the team that brought you Sonic Colors and Generations. This was when everybody was super just like... Okay, Lost World was... It was average. It was, some people really like it again. And then people were like, oh boy, Colors and Generations though. We're still on that high. Hopefully they can do this. Right? Sonic Team. And I remember when this first trailer came out, people were like, what? Is this the bad future? What's going on? There's just all the hype surrounding it. The hype behind Infinite. Like, who is Infinite? Who's this masked new character? And everything the game just did not land what this trailer was selling. This is a good trailer, though. Sonic Team is really good at selling their games. How exciting this was, right? Look at this. Man, hindsight's 2020, but yeah, let's take a look. A lot of people in the comments are gonna be like, this trailer was a lie. Was it really? Yeah, Then Classic Sonic showed up, and people weren't mad yet, right? Because they were like, okay, Classic Sonic, that's a little weird, but like, sure. Right? But then we found out he was only shoehorned in the game for no reason. He really served no purpose, but yeah. Yeah. So, as I was saying, my overall thoughts are I'm optimistic. What was Silver's line in Forces? I'm an optimist, but I'm a realist or something like that. Yeah. That's kind of me right now. I want the next game to be good. That's it. Take your time, Sonic Team. Just make the next one a banger. That's going to be it for me today, y'all. Let me know, again, what y'all think in the comments. I will see you all in the next video, whenever that may be. Stay safe out there, everybody. Please stay safe. And, most importantly, Well, not most importantly. Most importantly is stay safe, but even then, stay tuned. Bye!